Hello there, YouTube. I'm back after a night's rest, a not so good night's rest, and I'm going to play a game of chess. I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm a little apprehensive and almost didn't want to do this, but I want to try and get at least one game in a day. Maybe not a video every day, but at least a game in every day, and I figure I might as well do a video, at least today. All right, so here we go. We found a 30-minute game pretty quickly. This is Power 20,000. That's a very strong name. Power 20,000. It's almost like max power. Max power 20,000. Power 20,000 is 1107, nearly exactly the same as me at 1105. So hopefully this will be a good even match game. The thing about playing opponents that are of equal level to me is I gotta be careful to not make blunders because they might know how to take advantage of them. They might know what to do with them. So let's see. So this got this pawn under attack here by the bishop and the knight, guarded both by my knight and my queen. The problem with that is that if he takes with his bishop, I take with my knight. No, there's no problem there. All right, so we're good. All right, let's go ahead and bring my bishop out. It's another hot July day. Joe's in the chat room with cheer death to the enemy. Yes, death to the enemy. I hope to bring him a swift and powerful death. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Doing a double, doing two squares on this pawn. That's interesting. There's probably some play. Now, I feel like I could park my rook here, or my knight right there, just to mess with him, threatening this here, but I have no way to guard it. Is there any way I can guard that square? Well, I've got this pawn here. Actually, no, I don't. It's guarded by his queen. Let's just go ahead and continue with development. I'll bring my bishop probably here to fork him, and then go ahead and do a castle, though he'll probably bring his pawn down, in which case I'll just take. But we'll see. You know, it's all a guessing game at this point. We'll see how it goes. Captain Cat in the chat room. I love that name. Death to Kuroga. Yes, death to Kuroga. The nation of Kuroga. I believe that's Joe's nation and nation states. But I don't quote me on that. Okay, so what's he got going on here? He's probably going to take. Then I'll take. Not like that, but I'll take like that. That'll be okay. No, actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring my bishop up here, reinforcing this and allowing myself to go ahead and castle. All right, what's with this? All right, he's bringing this down. I don't know. I don't like his development because he hasn't even gotten this guy out. He's nowhere near castling. I would say if I look objectively at this development, I am clearly in the lead. I am clearly the superior player right now. Let's see how long that lasts. All right, so he brings his F pawn out. What now? Again, the F pawn is a weak pawn. You're not to bring this out, but he does have a pretty strong dark chain going on the dark squares, which kind of traps in my dark bishop. So I need to be aware of that. So having that in mind, if I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, but that's not a good trade because I'm trading a full piece for a pawn, so I don't want to do that. I think it might be time to get my queen into the game. I got to figure out where I want to take her. I was thinking about taking her here, but if he goes here, that could be really annoying. But I could preempt that by putting my pawn there, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my pawn there with the thought of moving my queen here. All right, so what's he got going on with this? I don't think he knows what he's doing. That's just a guess. Though it's probably a bad guess. He probably knows exactly what he's doing. If I put my bishop here, he takes, I take, he takes. That's not a good exchange, so we won't do that. Let's stick with my plan of bringing my queen. Just double checking. Yeah. Let's bring my queen right there. Rambling Canuck in the room. Hello, Aw. Bird of Prey is telling me to castle, which I did. Rambling Canuck, just what I needed to take a break from the video. That will be my undoing. All right. I'm not sure what that video is, but I'm sure it's a great video nonetheless. All right. So he's threatening this guy. Now, if I avoid this, he's probably just going to push down and threaten this guy who's not in good shape because he doesn't have a lot of places to go. I kind of wish I brought my queen here so I could have taken this pawn. If I go here, he takes. That's the end of that. If I go here, he takes, I take, he takes. That's the end of that. Maybe. Then I could take this pawn. Actually, no. I could take this pawn, threatening his rook, which would be highly annoying. All right, let's do this. Let's do that. We'll move the bishop there. I suspect he'll take with the knight. I'll recapture with the pawn. Oh wait, that's not going to work. My plan's not going to work. Yeah, I screwed up. I'm not going to be able to get that. No. Well, I can't do a piece for no piece. So I've at least got to retake. He's up a pawn, threatening my queen. I do have a check. He brings that down here to guard the check. I take that pawn, and then we're even. I like that. Unless, yeah, no. Okay, so he's going to do that. I don't like that. That's annoying. But that's fine. Because he's actually blocked himself in. He's done himself a disservice with that. So let's see. I want to check the chat room. All right, no, nothing going on there. All right. So I did think I had a check there, but obviously I don't have that anymore. This pawn is ripe for the taking. Do I have a better move? And I think I do. I think the better move is this. No. That's a bad move. That's a very bad move. This, I think, is the better move. Because he cannot protect this. Well, he could bring it out. That's not going to do any good. He could bring it here. But if he brings that there, then I take the knight, and that's a check. So let's do that. So I suspect he'll probably go here to preserve that rook, in which case I'll take this knight. That'll be a check. Now I'm not sure where I'm going to go after that, because he'll probably do something like this or that. In which case I come back, check again, and then take the rook. So this actually works out pretty well in my favor. Interesting. All right, well, he could do that as well. We could do a queen trade. How do I feel about a queen trade? So he has my pawns are all screwed up. I've got this double pawn right here. I have two files that are completely open, whereas his pawn structure is actually, I got to give it to him. It's pretty nice. Power 20,000 has a powerful pawn structure going on. Yeah, this isn't looking too good for me. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this pawn. This queen, nah, that's not much of a threat. I'm just going to take this pawn. All right. So, I mean, going back, I completely didn't see this queen move. I didn't even consider it. I didn't think about it. It was just, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I'm going to take the rook. I'm going to get the knight. Oh. No, and then he does something like that, which just throws me off. All right, so he's trying to create a threat here. I'm tempted to just push up, and then he'll push down, and then I'll take. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. So I suspect he'll push down, and then I'll take with this one. So that will actually kind of even out my pawn structure at that point. But this queen could sneak in here. And that could be dangerous if he pushes down, and then he pushes his queen down, and then no, all he has to do at that point is, no, I don't know. It's getting dangerous. It's getting a little crowded over here. I don't like it. So since it is getting crowded over there, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this rook to give my king some breathing room if he needs it. So that when my king can escape to here and possibly even to there or here should the need arise. My queen's kind of useless over here, but she's not. She's not. If I do this, that's going to be really annoying. If I go to this square, because this rook is unguarded, and then that will cause a check if I take the rook, but he's going to move it. And wherever he moves it, it's not going to be guarding this pawn anymore. So I can at least capture that pawn. So let's try to be annoying. Let's try to be as annoying as he is being to me. Again, power 20,000. I love the name. I bet he got it from a hairdryer. All right, so he's on the defensive. He sees what I'm doing. He sees what I'm doing. All right, so let's go ahead. Okay, so since he brought the queen back, I don't know if I want to move this rook or if I want to move this rook. So when deciding what rooks to move, you want to look at how the other rook is going to be affected. So if I move this rook here, this rook will kind of be trapped. He's not going to have a lot of places to go. He's only going to have these two squares, and neither of them are on a free file. If I move this guy here, so if I move the queenside rook here, I don't know that this guy's in any better shape. Well, I originally said I wanted to give my king some breathing room, so let's do that. Let's give him a little breathing room. I don't know why I just moved to that square. I literally don't know why I did that move. But actually, now that I think about it, that's not a bad move because I'm directly lined up with the king. I'll move him here, so I'll be directly lined up with the queen. All right, that's not bad. Okay. All right, so this actually was a fat-fingered error on my part going here, but it might work out in my favor. It might be okay. There's no reason to panic. That's another thing I happen to do in this game. I get panicky really easy. Really, really easy. All right, so I got to think about this move. I'm pretty sure that's where he's going. He's going to go down here. If I take, he takes, I take, queen comes over here. No, but that queen might not be going anywhere because if that queen leaves, I'm taking that. So that might not actually be that big of a concern. That queen actually might be, quote unquote, trapped there for the time being. All right, I got to think about that. But I definitely want to get my rook here lined up with the queen. That way I can maybe push up here. He takes, I take, and then he wouldn't dare take. I don't know. I got to think about that. He's taking his time. Oh, no, I thought he moved. So right now, material, I am up a pawn. But again, his development, this knight's just kind of just hanging out, not really doing anything. He's just drinking coffee, doing whatever knights do. His rook, I guess his rook is okay. But it's actually this knight structure. Okay, so he did the move I thought he would. He pushed up. Now, if I take here, he takes there, I take there. How do I feel about that? I feel actually either way, because even if I take with this one, he takes, I take, they're in the same place. So I take, he takes, I take. So the end result's going to be the same no matter who I take with. But I believe that once that exchange is done, I think at that point the thing to do would probably be to push my king up to guard the pawn that's going to be there ultimately. So let's go ahead and take with this guy. He takes, he takes. So the queen's definitely not coming there because, well, her going there would be dumb because then I would just take. Do have this rook here. The queen might try to do something like this to threaten me. with the thought, okay, see, so he's trying to get my queen off of this back rank for sure. How to respond? Because I'm pretty sure his idea is to get my queen away so that his queen can maybe come down, go over, and then down for check. Well, that wouldn't be checkmate, but it would be damn close. So at this point, I am willing to do a queen trade. Now, there isn't a queen trade available to offer, but if I go here, I'm essentially pinning his rook to his queen with the queen trade, with the thought of a queen trade. So let's do that. So if he moves this rook anywhere, he might move it here. I'm going to take the queen. He'll take my queen. He'll probably push. I'll go here. And then I don't know what he'll do. Maybe he'll come down with this one, in which case I'll go there. Well, that's interesting. All right, checking out the chat room. Captain Cat, Kuroga will fall like Atlantis by insulting the old gods. The god emperor will bring death and destruction down, yada, yada, yada. Bird of prey. If those pawns go away on the left, he checks you with the rook. Yes, I know. No more H pawn. He's going to move the right rook to the left side, then all the way to the king. Yeah, I believe that's what I just said. That he's so okay. So he. All right, I could be annoying and check. I'm not sure what he would do. Actually, that's a good move. He definitely wants to get his queen. That is exactly what he's thinking. If I check, he's either, so if I check, he's got two choices. He's going to, well, he's got a couple choices, but they all are annoying. So first choice is he blocks with the rook, but in that case, I just take. So he's not going to do that. Second choice is he blocks with the queen, in which case I'll probably come back to this square. Third choice is he moves his king here, essentially blocking his queen to this square. Because his queen can't go here. His queen cannot go there. She can go here. No, she can't because the king would be there. All right, so check. That's the move. That's the move to make. I got my Diet Mountain Dew with me. Life is good. Okay, well, there's that move too. Again, a move I completely did not see. All right. I don't know how I missed that. I think I just need to be on the defensive here and just move my queen, my king. Because he's definitely, I guarantee you that's what he has in mind for his queen. And right now, I have no good defense against it. I need to be careful if he moves his knight. What other moves do I have? What if I push up? And then he takes... No. What if I just go ahead and just do something like this? Because he could push down... No, I'm positive this is what he's thinking. I'm positive. I think I just need to move my king here, and then I can put him in this little cubby hole if the need arises. Although that cubby hole's not too good because this guy's not that far. Let's see if the chat room has any advice. Oof for me. Bird of Prey, cutting a sample of the audio. Okay, they're talking about something else. Bird of Prey, oof for me. All right, yeah, all right. Thanks for the advice, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the help. I don't know what I'd do without you. Yeah, I think this is the move. I mean, even if I don't put the king on this square here, I can at least maybe get him back or over here somewhere into the middle. I think that's the move. Because I'm pretty sure the next move is the queen. If he doesn't move the queen here now because he realizes that I'm onto his plan, I believe my move, depending on what he does, I believe my next move should probably be the rook here. Ugh, okay, fine. I think I just want to respond with this. Or be annoying and go there. In which case, then he'll bring his queen. I don't like this cubbyhole. That cubbyhole makes me dangerous because of this pawn. But the cubbyhole will buy me at least a few turns. I can probably kick this rook off of that file, or off of that rank, by just pushing up, because he will be guarded with the knight. All right, I'm going to the cubbyhole. You got to live life dangerously sometimes. You got to give it a shot. Okay, so he's doing that. He could probably go here. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything. That's not going to do anything. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to push up. I'm going to push up. All right, so he just takes. Now, do I want to take with my knight or do I want to take with my king? If I take with my king, I don't think it... If I take with my knight, then I can probably get my knight here eventually. So I'll take the knight. I'm at 15 minutes down. I got to start paying attention to my time. I end up talking to everybody a lot. So I got to be a little more cognizant of that. All right. Not too sure what he's thinking here. He's not really threatening anything too much. I would like to get my queen back into the game. I'm just not sure how. His king is guarded pretty well. I need to get this rook into the game, period. I just want to make sure there's no forks. Because if he goes here, that's going to be a check, and I have to move my king. So I'm going to go ahead and try and preempt that. This also is attacking his king. Well, it's at least attacking that pawn that's guarding his king. I could try pushing up with this pawn. He'll probably push down. No, he wouldn't push down. All right, so what's he thinking here? He's probably thinking check. If I go here, all right, let me make sure I don't have anything with my queen. Can I bring my queen into the? Can my queen come and insist in any way? Can my queen at least get a check to annoy him? She can't. Pretty sure that's what he's thinking, is going to that square. In which case, I have to go to this square. If I'm at that square and his queen is there, I don't see a checkmate for him. No, I can't move my queen there because his king's guarding that. Crap. Where can I move my queen? I can move her here. What does that give me? That gives me nothing. I guess that gets this file. She could go there. Yeah, I really got to pay attention to time. Time is really becoming a factor now. All right, he's definitely going to... I'm going to preempt his check. So the horse has nowhere to go. He can go there. It's kind of useless. You can't take that guy. All right, so he's attacking my knight. He's attacking my knight. I think the move here is just to go ahead and guard my knight. Yep. Ah, this is getting intense. This is getting serious now. All right, I've got to do something with my queen. I've got to bring her back into the game. All right, so this square is guarded now. He could bring his queen and he could bring his king into there, or his queen into there. If I take, he takes. No, that's not going to do anything. Actually, I could just move my knight here. I could move my knight there. I'm going to move my knight here. I'm going to bring my knight. My queen is still pretty separated from the game, but I want to try and get her back into the game, so it would be nice if my knight was as close to my queen as possible. All right, so that's a move. I don't think that's his best move. I think he had a better move than that. I don't know what it is, but I think he has one. I mean, I'll just take. And then I can actually push up. Unless he does a check. So if I take, does he have a check? Not really. And then here, I'm just going to push up with the queen. All right. I'm sorry, push up with the pawn. Is there a better move, though? No, let's check him. He's got to do something. Check him again. Fuck! I screwed up. Fuck! Okay, Google, thank you.
Don't worry about it.
All right, I'm going to push up. Had me scared. Thought that was checkmate for a minute. Oh, that's checkmate. Oh! Crap! Where was the move to go on that one? Oh, crap! I got distracted. Because my girlfriend went out to have dessert with one of her friends. I got distracted. Crap! Oh, that's heartbreaking. I told you I would lose. I told you. I knew I would. It was only a matter of time. Yep. Okay. Let's check. Let's see. You got naked pics of birds. Yeah, I do have naked pictures of bird of prey. They, private message me. We can work something out. Bird of prey is saying king. I don't know what move that exactly refers to. Rambling Cook says, no, Captain Cat, nothing like the bird is not in, but more a challenge, and Silly Me decided to try. All right, he will queen check in 2. I guess Canucks saw that. I think, let's go ahead and analyze this game. Oh, man. I'm back below 1100. I hope this isn't the beginning of some losing streak where I'm just below 1100 a ton of times. So my accuracy was 57.3. His was 60. Oh, no. His was 57.3. My accuracy was actually better at 64.6. Though I had 2 missed wins. 2. And look at it. I had 11. So 11 mistakes to retry. 11. Oh, God. Oh, that's embarrassing. All right, let's run through the mistakes. So, okay, so my move here was to castle. I went ahead and castled. The computer says there is a better move. So I got to remember the computer is usually aggressive, especially if you can trade for even material. I am looking for an even material trade, which I don't see. I see lots of not even material trades. Huh. Okay, so and normally castling would be good. Now the computer only did give this one question mark, which means it's a mistake and not a blunder. So what could it be? Could it be? Is there some? Okay, that's defended. That's defended. That is defended. That's defended. 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 Everything is defended except for this pawn. That pawn's the only thing of his that is not defended. And his bishop. But I can't get to either of them. Was this the move? Pushing up with the pawn? No, that can't be it. Nope, that's not it. All right, let's get a hint. Need a hint. What? Really? Beating him? Okay. All right, mental note. If he pushes up, I push up. You know, if the board's in this configuration. All right, a blunder. Apparently, I did a blunder. My blunder was moving the queen here. So I moved my queen to d6, and I remember this move. I don't remember the exact line of thought for this move. What is your rating? My rating is 10. I think it dropped to 1098, Captain Cat. I was all exuberant yesterday or the day before because I got up to 1100, and now I've been kicked down with a draw last night that had me lose 3 points, and now this loss where I think I lost, what did I lose? 7 points, 6 points. Now I'm back down to 1098. I'm back below 1100. All right, so this blunder, it says that me putting the queen on this square was a blunder. Now, it typically means the queen's in danger. But where? I don't see it. If I so I did put the queen on that square. And the computer says there's a better move. Let's get a hint. Oh, Jesus. Really? That again? That's the better move? No, that's not a better move because it's under attack by the bishop. It must be this. Okay. All right. I don't know why that's the better move. I don't know why. All right. Says I made a mistake. Moving the rook here. And that was a mistake. I fat fingered that move. I wanted to move the rook here. Let's see how my move compared. Nope, my move was not the perfect move to do. Would it have been this rook? Nope, that wasn't it either. Let's get a hint. So it says that I should have moved my queen. Where? I mean, she would have been in safety here. And that's about it. No? Here? All right, I'm not going to try and figure out. Okay, just tell me where. Tell me where. It won't tell me where. Tell me. Oh. Wait, I did that move. I did. Didn't I do that move at some point? I did, and then he brought his queen out here. Dumb computer. All right, so this was another one where. So the other move I thought about in this position because I knew that his queen wanted to get over on this file. The other move I thought about here was this. Nope, but that was not the perfect move. Okay, well, what about this? No, that was not the perfect move either. So there was a better move involving neither of my knights. I mean, neither of my pawns. Was it this? No? All right, what's the hint? What's the hint? Oh, again with the queen. Okay. There. All right, fine. All right, whatever. I'm done. I'm sick of. All right, this was where I checked, and he moved his king here. Computer says there's a better move. I'm kind of mentally exhausted. I just want a hint. I made so many mistakes in this game that I just want to know the answer. Okay, yeah, fine. And that makes sense because then if he did try, all right, no, actually, no, wait, that's a blunder. No, what the hint? Get a hint. Okay, just give me the answer. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what you just said. Same thing? No, not the same thing. All right, I want a hint. This guy. This guy. Would that have been the answer? No. View the best move. Let's just view it. I guess so, because then you bring him here with a check, and then you can start trouble. I mean, I guess that's the idea there. Let's check the chat room really quick. I mean, I've got so many mistakes to go through. Let's see if there's anybody else. Captain Cat, damn, that is twice as good as me. Wow. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, no offense, but I'm terrible. Rambling Canuck. Once I get some of my game rust off, we will have to have a game. Rambling Canuck, I am down. As you are very familiar with my skills, so you see what you're up against. Captain Cat, because it allows the king a way to escape when playing the King's Indian. Now, I've heard of the King's Indian. I don't exactly know what the King's Indian refers to. I thought it was an opening. And maybe you're talking, maybe that comment is talking about a move that was made towards the opening of the game. So I should probably go back and look and maybe see what the King's Indian is exactly. Rambling Canuck, now that I have an account on the chess site, Captain Cat, wait, this is a chess site? Yes, it's chess.com. And Addy is DTF. Or DTP. So, funny story about DTF. I used to live in a town called Frederick, Maryland. And downtown Frederick was very popular. And they actually sold shirts that said DTF, downtown Frederick. But of course, we knew what the double entendre was. We knew. All right, this move. So he checked me. I struggled over this. Because I ultimately took my king to his little cubby here. And I guess there was a better move, which I can only imagine was this. No, I can't. No, and I rejected that move because if he brings because the only reason you would make this move to this square is to threaten his rook. But if he brings his queen over, you're not threatening. You can't take the rook. So you could go here. In which case he checks, and then you go back up, and then he brings his queen down, and then you end up in the cubby with his queen and his rook. So I don't know. So the hint is obviously. Let's just get the answer. I disagree with that. I disagree because look, he brings his queen over, and then what do? I guess at that point I have a waiting move, and maybe that's where. I guess I could do this at that point, and that would mess up his plan. So maybe that was the better move. All right. Fine. I guess maybe the computer knows what he's talking about. Okay. Block to move. And this, I took his rook with my knight, and I guess the answer was to take it with my king. All right. You live, you learn. Here, I was on to his plan. I knew what he was doing here. Sorry. This was, okay, what was it? I can find his plan again. I was on to his plan. At least I think I was. Because I don't see it now. He had something. He was on to probably something like that, I guess. I believe I moved here. No, what did I do? Maybe I'm ahead of myself. Okay, but I guess here I centralized my rook, The computer says there was a better move. Let's see what piece. Okay. Should I have, you know what? I bet I probably should have brought him over here. If I had brought, before I find the answer, if I brought the rook over here, he's guarding this file, which is exactly where the queen wanted to be. Yep, and that was it. That was the move. Of course, after the game, after I've lost those precious 6 points, that's when I see it. Let's check let's see. Bird of Prey down to F. Captain Cat. So anybody, Bird of Prey says it right there. He is down to F. Captain Cat. No, it was when you castled and the program told you to move the pawn up. So that's what you're saying, because it allows the. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying, because it does allow the. I know sometimes you want to move the pawns up so that the king has a place to it, so it's not trapped on the back rank. I guess I felt that was really early in the game, and there weren't any immediate threats of a back rank check. But I mean, what you're saying makes sense. It makes sense. You need to give the king somewhere to escape, and like you said, that allows a way to escape. Ramley Cook says he should have gone queen to g4, not what he did. Well, I mean, there's lots of things I should have done, but like win the game, which I obviously didn't do. Okay, let's see. This move, I moved my knight here. Just looking at this position, I'm already sensing that I probably should have done this check instead. If I had done that check, he would have been forced to go here. That would have been an app. No, he could have. Yeah, he would have been forced to go there, which I would have another check there. But then he could have taken the pawn. I'm not sure. There's lots of lines, I guess, in that could be explored. But I'm going to guess that the move that the computer thinks I should have done was move the queen there. Let's see. That's it. Of course, now I get it. And my last mistake to retry was when my girlfriend was walking out the door to go get dessert, and now I was distracted, and I was like, oh, look, my pawn is only 2 moves away from queening. I could get a second queen, and then I'd really be up. Or my other thought was, well, if I move here, I'm threatening the queen, and then he'll have to take, and then I capture his rook. But no, there was a better move. And I'm going to guess that it was probably threatening his queen. That's just what I'm going to guess. Nope, that's not it. So there was a better move. If I take, he takes, I take, he takes. So that's not it. If I take, he takes, I take, I go up, he goes there. No, that's not it. Let's get a hint. All right, so the hint is with the queen. Is it check? Oh, not there. Is it checking? Is it just a check? I bet it's just a check. No, it's not that. Is it checking over here? Maybe. That's it. Yeah. If I check there, it's not really a forcing move. He's forcing him to move. But he has options. He has a few options. He actually has, this is an option as well. But still just chasing the king around, buying myself some time, and maybe by buying myself some time, that allows me to, maneuver my pieces into a better position, because for a good portion of the game, my queen, if we just run through it really quick, a good portion of the game, where does it happen? It happens about right here. The queen is just kind of stuck over this upper right-hand quadrant of the board for a good portion of the game. And actually, she never got out of that quadrant, and I was ultimately checkmated. So I guess doing any kind of check moves that give you some kind of flexibility to get out of, being pseudo-trapped, I guess that's what you want to do. So, all right, well, that was a good game. I lost it, but I felt that was a good game, and it was actually a really good game to analyze and, learn from. And let's check the chat room. Anything really quick after Bird of Prey telling people he's down to F. Bird of Prey says, I use a gun in chess. Captain Cat says, remember battle chess. Rambling Cook, Star Wars chess was awesome. Darth Vader was the Black Queen. So yeah, Darth Vader was the Black Queen. Was he really? Darth Vader was the Black Queen. That is kind of awesome. Captain Cat says, yes, Bird shot first. So, well, thank you for joining me for this game. It has been a lot of fun. I'll most likely be back tomorrow with a game, maybe even 2 games tomorrow, since my girlfriend will be gone and I'll have nothing to do in the evening. So enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe, click the button and do all that stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.